Hi guys, welcome back to today's episode of how project management happens in real life. And in our last video, I put you all through on how form that has been filled on website landed in HubSpot. I explained before that form land in HubSpot, there is something you need to set up first in your HubSpot. That was exactly what we discussed on our last video I dropped. Along the line, I remember something, right? There is something I want you to understand. I told you that that form, immediately clients fill the form on website, it will automatically be landing inside HubSpot CRM. That was our last discussion in our last video. Now, there is something I want you to know. You see, the method you will use to connect a form to HubSpot will depend on the form platform you are working with. That company you are working with, right? Their form on their website platform, before you connect it on HubSpot, the method you will use will depend on the form they use. Please, I want you to listen attentively in this thing. I don't mind this session will just be for an explanation, because the main reason why companies are requesting for CRM experience is this, and I want you to listen attentively. Jot anything down as much as you can jot, please. In our earlier setup, we were using Google Forms. It is Google Form that is on my website that I said we're gonna be using. But then I realized that that settings will be too long, and I don't want anything that will distract you from what you want to learn. I want it to be straight up and for you to understand it. It was a Google Form that is on that website, right? And that is the form that is taking our client info and it's directly landing on Google Sheets for now. That was how I set that website before now. If you remembered in my last video, I said I created this HubSpot for the lesson. I already have a HubSpot I'm using, although it's not for Zenva Ops. I was planning on doing that, but then luckily this came up, so I said let me use it for the lesson. On our website, apparently, if we have any clients now that want to get in touch with us, immediately they click the book a free discovery call. The form is Google Form, and it will automatically be landing inside our Google Sheets. That is where we are putting all our client info for now. But it doesn't give us the simple direct HubSpot. If I said I should use that particular form on my website now, it will not give us it will not give me the simple direction I want, right? It won't give me direct HubSpot workflow we are trying to demonstrate here, right? If we kept that, if I should say I want to keep that Google Form, we would need an integration layer. If I want to use that Google Form I already had on my website to do this particular lesson I want to show you, we will need another layer, integration layer. I hope you understand what I mean by integration. Something like Zapier or another automation platform is what I'm talking about. Zapier. Is it Zapier or Zapier they are called? Please correct me on that. How would you even correct? And to take the form response and send it to HubSpot, we will be needing that integration automation platform to use as a layer to let that form should be landing on HubSpot here. But I don't want to make this lesson unnecessarily complicated. We'll be changing the form we are using on that website for now to HubSpot form. Why? Because HubSpot has its own form and it can be placed directly on that website we're going to be using for this lesson. And when someone submits it, the form, the information the person filled in that form will automatically direct into the HubSpot CRM. We'll use HubSpot form, and immediately they fill it, it will automatically come into the HubSpot CRM. That will give us much cleaner workflow to learn and understand, and that is what I'm trying to do here. Instead of that website, Google Form, Google Sheets, Zapier, and HubSpot, we're going to rebuild that website to from website to HubSpot Form and HubSpot CRM. Now listen, this does not mean Google Form is wrong, because most startups, this is what they've been using when they started their business. So I'm not saying Google Form is wrong. Like I said earlier, I said the automation you want to do, that you'll be doing on this HubSpot will determine the form the website platform uses. But me, I want to use the HubSpot form because I want things to be clearer and for you to understand it very well. That's why I'm doing this. Google Form is not wrong because most startups are still using it. They are still using Google Form up to today to take information from their website, and it is automatically stored in their Google Sheet connected with the form. As a matter of fact, that is the main reason why you see on websites sometimes, or on Google or Fiverr, or what is this other platform that freelancers are working on, Upwork, that they need urgently needed HubSpot automation analysts. Sometimes it basically means the person wants to migrate all the things they've been storing on their Google Sheet into website. I'm just saying, no, I'm just saying, for example, that happens. It doesn't mean you always need, and also it does not mean you will always be needing Zapier when working with HubSpot. The reason why I mentioned Zapier earlier is because the form on the website I've not changed it yet. It is Google form, and I was thinking of using Zapier before as the automation layer to make it come straight up into the HubSpot. The principle is what matters. If the form platform you are using, or that the company you are going to be working for are using, is a direct HubSpot integration, there are some form that has a direct HubSpot integration, you may be able to connect it directly to HubSpot. There is no need to use any automation layer again if that form has a direct HubSpot integration. If it doesn't, you may need an automation platform like Zapier or another integration tools. Like I said, don't memorize that it is because it's Google form that I used in the website means you need Zapier. Instead, you should ask yourself, whenever you are hired and you want to do something like this that we are doing now, one thing you should ask yourself is, can this form platform send its submission directly to HubSpot? That is first thing you should ask yourself and check out. If yes, use the direct connection we are about to use now. But if not, use an appropriate integration layers. I hope you guys are understanding. And that's exactly what we are about to do here now. We'll be using HubSpot form because I want you to understand the actual CRM workflow without adding unnecessary operation layers. But before we continue building this form in HubSpot, there is one more thing I want us to clean up. In our last video, I showed you guys on how we are creating some properties and groups here. If you still remember that last video, if you did not watch it, go back and watch it before. I've always said, before you watch next video, don't just jump into any video. Make sure you watch the first one before that other one you want to watch. That is when you only understand what I'm trying to do here. If you remember in our last video that we've created a custom property group called Zenva Ops intake form. If you remember, if you don't remember, let me show you. It is here. It's still there. I've not deleted it because I want you to understand. Did you see it? This is the Zenva Ops intake form I'm talking about here. And if you scroll down, you will see, if I scroll down, you see all the properties I've created. You see, if you still remember that last video, I showed you all step by step on how I created this thing. They are still there. I intentionally leave it there because I want you to follow me the way I will be deleting it. I want you to see how I'll be deleting it. Then we started creating the properties, like I said earlier, because our plan before was to integrate the Google form into HubSpot here to automatically be generating all the client information we will be getting on our website. But then when I made a decision that we will be using the HubSpot CRM for simpler understanding, all these things now we have to delete them because I love it when my system look clean, not physically, internally itself. Because the main reason why most startups or founders have problem is because sometimes when they first started using a tool, everything will be working well, but along the line the thing will start misbehaving, not because the team does not know what they are doing, or the the founder does not know what they are doing. No, it is because inside the tool they are using, there are some things they are supposed to delete a long time ago, but they are still storing everything inside the thing. the tool will start malfunctioning. The more project they have inside that tool, the more heavier the tool will be. For your information, I want you to know this lesson too today, that whenever you are adding something in your tool, anything you'll be using for your business, make sure that any old project that you've stored in your tool should be deleted. If necessarily you will still be needing them, go and put them in your Google Sheets where you can locate them whenever you'll be needing them. Is that understood? So now that we've decided to use workflow directly with the HubSpot Form, and I don't want to leave all these unnecessary custom properties sitting inside the CRM, and that is exactly what you should do too. Whenever you are in this position, make sure you remove everything first to make your system look clean and less heavier. Now we are going to remove the custom property we created earlier together and start the form setup cleanly. First of all, for you all that do not know how to use HubSpot yet, because I know everything I've been saying, you all may not understand it yet. We are on the interface already where we created all the property and several options take form, but I still want to go back for you so that it will be easy for you to navigate when next you want to operate it yourself. So you'll not be thinking, oh, where should I press? Let me make this thing clearer so that you will see everything they are showing. Also this thing popping up, so you can see this is tickets, contacts, blah blah blah. So you click, you don't need anything here. These are the navigation menu that you'll be needing whenever you start working. This is where we are coming. The settings buttons is where we are coming. If you are following the video, you know that this is where we've been focusing on ever since we started this inbuilt CRM thing. You come down to data management like we always do, then click on properties. After the properties, make sure this place is always on contact property. It will depend though on what you are doing. Sometimes it may be company properties, sometimes it may be deal properties. Now is the form we want to build and that we want to delete. So make sure you're always here. Then you find under this place, you see all the property sites, they are listed here. It's so much. So what we want to delete are the properties we built for the Zenvra of. So these all groups here, just we will be searching for a faster this thing. You filter all this group. This is where you come, you click on all group, then filter it here, search for the form we are looking for. Immediately you see, just click on it. Then it will be very easy for you to delete all the properties from here. First of all, right, these are all the properties we created, all the 11 properties, if you still remember. Just click here. All this gonna be it is being selected 9, then just click on archive. Yes, 9, then everything will be deleted. That is first thing first you need to do. All the properties first, go and delete it. Go and delete it, because if you say you want to go and delete the form itself, it will not. If they are a different thing, no, it will not delete all these properties we just deleted automatically. First of all, you need to delete the property inside the form we created, which is under the group. Right now that we are under the group, we will have to search for the Zenvra of intake form here. You see, it's too much, it's still there. So as you can see, you see all this one, all the deleting button are not functioning because they are internally built inside the HubSpot and it cannot be deleted. You see our own, that immediately we click on it, it shows. So we need to delete the form now. Now everything is gone now. If you click on properties again and you search for Zenvra, it's not going to pop up again because we deleted it. Even if you go under the group, you will not see anything like that again because we've deleted everything. I hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying. Please, if you don't understand, show me, ask me question under the comment section. I'm willing to answer all your questions. Since we've deleted everything now, so since we've cleaned up the old setup, we are ready to create the actual HubSpot form. In our next video, we will be doing it step by step on how to create the form in HubSpot, starting from the HubSpot navigation menu and showing exactly what to press, what to select, and each field I will be telling you what each field means. We'll be building the workflow the way we would actually encounter it inside a company. I'll be doing it with you guys. If you're just coming across my video, my name is Aminat. project leader on a mission to help all the aspiring project manager out there to understand how projects really work out in real life, behind the scene, in real company, how we do it. Make sure you click the subscribe button and turn on the notification button for you not to miss the next video I'll be dropping soon. Bye.